Welcome back, dancers. Today we're going to be taking you through a flexibility and mobility exercise program to develop your flexibility and mobility, especially designed for adult dancers. This workout is not going to be full of unnecessary passive stretching or forcing your leg into positions that are uncomfortable and almost impossible to get into. We're going to take you through a guided, science-backed training program developing your range of motion, your strength in that range, and improving your overall flexibility so that you can get stronger, feel better, and move with more range of motion in your dancing. Here's what you're going to need: a mat, a towel, a bottle of water, maybe 2 chairs or parallel bars if you have them, something like these, a towel that you can slide on or a slider if you have one, a yoga block, and a light weight for resistance. So go ahead and grab those things and let's jump into our warm-up. Welcome to the warm-up. We're going to start with a very gentle mobilization of our knees and ankles by bending our knees, keeping our knees bent, and we're just going to march by pointing our foot, picking up the foot off of the ground. I'm going to start a timer. We're going to go for 45 seconds total, working through range of motion, just gradually getting some movement in our lower body. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hands on hips. Point the foot, pushing off of the ground. Really feel the articulation through your feet as you're lifting your feet off of the ground. Gradually just moving side to side. This is also fantastic for proprioception, so you don't feel like you've just had 15 drinks and you're about to fall off the side of the boat. This is going to make sure that your body is staying nice and mobilized, getting your joints ready, lubricating that synovial fluid so that when we get into our stretches in a little bit, your body is ready to handle that range of motion. We've got 15 more seconds to go. Keep going strong. Point your feet, work through the knees, work through the ankles. Connect your big toe into the floor as you come back to the ground and really feel yourself grounding into the floor. Great. Well done, guys. Coming back to a neutral position now, we're going to roll down very slowly. So we're going to bring our chin towards our chest, slowly rolling down towards the floor, coming all the way down to the ground, and then bending our knees. As we come back up from there, stretching the knees, slowly rolling ourselves up, and coming all the way back to the top. Going again, slowly rolling down, chin to chest, vertebrae by vertebrae, feeling the space between those vertebrae, bending your knees as you hit the bottom, and then slowly stretching the knees, peeling yourself back off of that alignment, coming back up to a stretch position. Last time, slowly going down, chin to chest, slowly rolling down to the floor, hands on the ground, bending the knees, and slowly rolling back up, coming to our upright position. Well done. Your spine is feeling mobilized now. We're going to do some gentle hip circles. So you're coming onto one foot, you're going to open your leg out to the side, and then place that foot back down. Knee up, opening out to the side, and coming down. We do this 10 times. Opening and down. Opening, that's 2. Opening, opening, and 3. Opening. 4, activating the rotation in our hips. 5, 6. Only going to a range that you can control. We don't want to open our legs too much, give away too much of the plot. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Grabbing onto a chair or a bar. We're just going to do some gentle leg swings. We're going to do 15 on each leg, putting our hand on our hip, bringing it up to a level that you can feel control at. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to go higher? 5, that's fine. 6, 7, 8. Remember, this is just the warm-up. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Turning around, going to the other side. Hand on the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good, guys. We're going to start our stretching section now, our mobility, getting our body working, and we're going to start over at the wall. So when you're ready, you go grab some water, get your towel, get yourself ready, and we're going to get into it. So our first exercise over at the wall is going to be our fascial mobilizer for the plantar fascia of the foot. We're going to place our yoga block flat up against the wall, and you're going to flex your toes up against the yoga block, stepping your foot back into a calf stretch. Not too far, just enough that you can support yourself, hands against the wall. We're going to push our knee in towards the wall as far as you can and come back. And we're going to do that 10 times. We're going to start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing in and back. That's 1. In and back. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swapping feet, replacing the original foot at the back, placing your other foot to the front with your toes flexed, bending the knee in towards the wall, and coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You should feel a little bit of a stretch through the back into the Achilles, underneath the foot, into that big toe. It shouldn't be overly painful, but we're working through that range of motion gradually in towards the wall and coming back. It's more of a neural glide and an ankle glide to get that ankle moving, to feel the fascia releasing in the foot, because now we're going to do some strengthening through that range of motion to make sure we get flexibility and strength in the work. So coming over to that wall again, hands against the wall, stepping your feet back until we have a nice calf stretch through our back of our legs. You're going to rise as high as you possibly can, getting up into that big toe joint, and then coming slowly back down, making sure your heels come all the way down. That's 1. Rising up, back down. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Up. 6. Up. 7. 8. 9. And 10. We're going to do this whole sequence one more time, and then we're going to move on to another exercise for our lower legs. This is really important to mobilize the big toe. The big toe gets really tight in adult dancers, and if we're not mobilizing and working through that range of motion, both for the FHL, the flexor hallucis longus, and just the overall mobility of the toe joint, you're going to end up with more pain in your dancing. So mobilizing through the fascia, through the foot at the beginning, and then strengthening in that range of motion. We're going to get going again in another 5 seconds. So come back over to the wall, place your foot up against that block, step your other foot back, and we're going to mobilize in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Really getting as far into that range of motion as possible. 4, 5. Make sure your knee is tracking past your second toe. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swapping sides, bringing your other foot forward, up against the wall, passing your toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stepping both feet back now, going into our rises, making sure you're getting that stretch through your calf muscles. You may feel that you can step a little bit farther back now because you've mobilized a bit. You're going to rise all the way up and back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, guys. We're going to do a little bit of an ankle mobilizer now in the opposite direction, bringing our yoga block back down to our mat. We're going to place this part of our foot from just above the toes onto our yoga block, and we're going to kneel down onto the floor. Now, if this exercise is incredibly difficult for you, go ahead and skip it. It's really more just to try and mobilize the ankles. We're going to try and hold in this position for about 30 seconds. I'm putting on my timer, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're stretching through the ankles. Now, how far you can stretch and what your range of motion is going to be very dependent on you individually. If you can go farther back and really stretch into that ankle, by all means, give it a try. But otherwise, we're just going to hold for another 10 seconds, allowing your anterior tibialis to stretch out. And then we're going to stand up and we're going to activate that range of motion. 2, 1, and coming back up to standing. Gradually stand yourself back up. Take your time. Coming over to the wall. You're going to put your feet out to the front, stepping away from the wall, angling your body slightly forward, and we're going to flex your feet, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and then come back down. We're going to do this 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back down to the floor, we're going to do this one more time, placing our feet onto the block. You can see we're working both the mobility, range of motion, and then combining that with some strength through that range of motion. So we're getting that strength to the end range of what we're developing. We're going to stretch for another 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, if you're feeling any pain here, you can come a little bit off the stretch. This is fully guided by what you can handle. Don't go too intensively into it if you're not able to handle it yet. Gradually mobilizing those ankles. It doesn't need to be overly intense, and we're not putting force directly down into the metatarsal, which you see a lot of people try to do it when they're stretching their feet. This is really just working on the range of motion of plantar flexion or pointing your foot at the ankle joint as opposed to the metatarsal. Good, guys. Coming back out of that stretch. Coming back now over to the wall. Feet out to the front one more time. Leaning slightly forward. You're going to flex and back down 1. 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's our lower leg series done. We're going to get into some hamstrings, some quadriceps, some hip flexors, and some hip mobility in just a second. But go grab some water, and I'll see you for the next section. All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to start with some hamstring mobilizers. So these are what I like to call elephant walks, because when you do them properly, it looks like an elephant walking slowly down the street. What you're going to do is start with your feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to slowly roll forward until your ribs touch your thighs. So you want to be connected at the ribs to your quadriceps. From that point, you're going to keep your knees bent, and you're only going to stretch one knee at a time. So it's going to look like this. Bending forward, ribs attached to thighs, hands on the ground, and then you're going to slowly stretch one leg and then the other. If that's really challenging, grab one of your parallel bars or grab that yoga block, and that's going to be your ground. If that's too easy, you can stand on a box and try to get your hands closer to the ground. Work with the range that works for you. I'm going to go flat to the ground, hands on the floor, but we're going to go for this. We're going to do 30 repetitions, alternating 1, 2, 3, 4. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly rolling up from here. So this was your hamstring mobilizer, getting your hamstrings ready to be stretched a little bit further. We're going to come down to the ground now, and we're going to use our slider and our parallel bars or 2 chairs. It's up to you. You can use whatever works best for you. If you want to grab a couple of chairs, it might be able to keep your body a little bit more upright. But what you're going to do is you're going to come down to the ground, either using your chairs or your parallel bars. You're going to place your foot onto your slider or onto your towel, and you're going to slide as far out as you possibly can, keeping your back foot tucked and your knee parallel. So if I show you this from the other side, my foot goes onto the slider, my back foot is tucked, my knee is parallel to the ground, I slide out, and I slide back in. We're going to do this 10 times, and then we're going to do the other leg. Going in 3, 2, 1. Slowly out, keeping your body as neutral as possible in this slide, not letting our hips twist. That's what the parallel line at the back is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swapping sides, changing over to the other leg, making sure that that front leg is nicely parallel and your back toes are tucked, knee is planted into the floor. Sliding out for 1. Now, because you're using the hamstrings on the return, it's not about going fully deep into the stretch. This is about engaging a bit of a stretch and then using the eccentric return to master control in that range. We've got 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Very good. We're going to now do some PNF stretching, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. The purpose of this stretch is to work the range of motion, but also to reduce the stretch reflex caused by the Golgi tendon organ, which is going to make your muscle feel like it can't go any farther. So this is where you're going to need to grab your towel. This is a little bit of a relaxing stretch. It's not overly intense, but you're going to wrap your towel around the back of your leg. Now, we have a couple of options here. You can either do this with a flexed foot or a pointed foot, or you can work through flex and point while you're stretching. The goal here is if you feel a lot of tension when you're stretching your hamstrings behind your knee, you may want to do it with more of a flexed foot to get some more calf muscle range. If you're not feeling too much pain behind your knee, but more into the hamstring, go ahead and point your foot. It's not necessary to overstretch the calf muscle while you're doing this. It will make it feel a little bit more nerve twingy as you're doing it. So lying back, you're going to pull your foot up and you're going to go to the point where it's about a 3 out of 5 in the pain or discomfort scale. You're going to hold there for 30 seconds. And this is where you get to kind of relax a little bit, guys. Not going too crazy, just holding in that point, breathing, right? As we breathe, we want to expand through our ribs, holding in that alignment, keeping our pelvis neutral, keeping both sides of our pelvis on the ground, not letting our hips twist or go out of alignment. We've got another 10 seconds here, and then we're going to push as hard as we can, engaging our hamstring, contracting that a little bit, not to the point where the knee bends, but pushing against the towel to create some resistance. Going for push for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to pull that stretch a little bit deeper now, pulling the foot a bit closer to our head and we're going to hold now for another 30 seconds. So because we're nice and warm and you've been doing a good amount of stretching already, I've added this in at this point in the exercise so that we're getting a little bit of a static stretch, but we're also every 30 seconds re-engaging that muscle. So it's not only just stretching, it's also contracting in that range of motion. We've got another 5 seconds. And then we're going to contract one more time, pull the stretch a little bit deeper, and then lower the leg to the ground. Contract for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pulling the foot a little bit deeper, and then slowly bringing that leg down. Go ahead and allow your legs to shake a little bit. Bounce your knees. Relax. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the other leg up. Put the towel behind the foot and find that 3 out of 5 discomfort scale position where you can hold. Putting the timer on, going for 30 seconds. Holding in this position, breathing, feeling the connection to the muscle as it lengthens, as it extends. Trying not to get any pain in the joints, because the more pain we have in the joints, the more we're stretching into the ligaments and the tendons. And we really want this to sit deep within the muscle belly. We've got another 10 seconds here, and then you're going to contract the hamstring a little bit and push against the towel, creating resistance, but not letting the leg move too far. Going for press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to pull a little bit deeper. We're going to hold in this position for another 30 seconds. This may feel a little bit uncomfortable, making sure that the knee is not overly bent, that we're engaging those muscles as we stretch so that the knee stays straight, the quadricep is engaged. Holding for another 13 seconds. Breathe, guys. Take deep breaths in and exhale. In through your nose, out through your mouth for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press as hard as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go a little bit deeper. And then slowly release the leg back to the floor. If you want to go ahead and do another set of this, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to jump into some adductor, hip flexor, and quadricep mobility. And when you're ready, you go ahead and hit play again, and we'll jump into the next section. So welcome back. Your hamstrings are nicely mobilized. You may be feeling a little bit loose in the body. So we're going to get the front part of the legs now a little bit more. Hip flexors, quadriceps, and then some deep rotator mobility as well. We're going to start with a little bit of adductor stretching just to mobilize that inner thigh before we get into the quadricep. And we're going to do this by stepping our heels out, then our toes, then our heels, and then our toes slightly again. So they're still pointed slightly to the front, not pointing out to the side in a nice second position, but also not pointing perfectly front. What you're going to do is you're going to squat down now like you're sticking your butt out. So kind of this way, like this. And you'd want to keep your body as upright as possible. So there's a slight arch in the low back. And then you're pushing your knees out to the side as you squat down. And we're just going to hold in that position for 30 seconds. You can rest into your knees, pushing your body upright. This is a bit of a challenge. So if you can only hold for 5 to 10 seconds to start, that's perfectly fine. We want to work up to 30 seconds. This is to actively open up those adductors while engaging your quadriceps so that you're still strengthening in that range of motion. It's not just a passive side split. We've got 3 more seconds to go. 2, 1, and slowly coming back up from there. I'm going to grab one more mat, and this is more for proprioceptive understanding of the movement as opposed to you actually needing to have the other mat. But if you want to grab a cushion or something to put underneath your leg, it will help a lot as well. What you're going to do is put your knee on the outside of the cushion, and then you're going to lunge forward so that your thigh is touching the cushion. Your back leg is again toe tucked, knee parallel into the floor, resting your arms across your knee like this. Or if you need your chairs, you can grab your chairs or your parallel bars. And what you're going to do is stretch your back leg without your thigh coming up off of the mat or the cushion that you're using. So just stretching through, trying to engage the extension of the hip flexors and coming back down. We're going to do this 5 times. Nice and slow. Coming down. That's 2. Again, extend. That's 3. 4. Last one. 5. Go ahead and slowly come out of that position. Swapping to the other leg. Tucking your back toe into the floor. Bringing your other foot forward. Getting that nice parallel alignment. Extending through the back leg. Keeping your thigh as close to the mat as possible. And coming back down. As we do this, we're working on extending the hip. And this whole exercise is excellent for improving your arabesque, because that hip extension is what is required to get into arabesque. Now, you may have seen exercises where dancers lean forward like this as they're doing that. That actually reduces hip flexion. That actually reduces hip extension. And as a result, you're going to end up without getting the benefits of the exercise. We got 2 more. Keeping your body as upright as possible. That's why I've got these parallel bars or chairs to keep my body upright. And you're going to really feel that stretch through your hip flexors. Well done, guys. Last exercise for this little section. And then guess what? We get to do that whole section one more time. So grabbing a bar or a chair or even your couch, you're going to bring your foot up onto that and let your knee open out to the side. You're then going to bend forward, head coming towards your foot, and then come back up. We're going to do that 10 times. Nice and slow. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Turning around to the other side, placing your foot up, letting the knee drop open comfortably. We don't want to force anything here. Keeping your standing leg parallel so it's not turned out. You're going to lean over towards your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, guys. Shake your legs. Take a minute break. And we're going to do that all one more time. So we're going to start from that squat again, moving into the hip flexor extensors, moving into the deep rotator mobilizers. These 3 things are going to prepare your legs and your body for more range and more security in your dancing, because we're not just sitting in a split. We're actively working through that range of motion while stabilizing with the other opposite muscle groups. So as you're doing the adductor stretch, you're holding in your hips. You're actually engaging your quadriceps to stabilize your plie. As you're doing the hip extenders, you're actually working through that extension range of motion by challenging your quadricep to stabilize yourself, by challenging your back to keep yourself upright while also working on the hip extenders. In this one, where our foot is up on the bar, you're bending over in the opposite direction of where your deep rotators are. So you're extending that, but you're also keeping your body working through range of motion. So you're not just sitting in a split or sitting in a stretch and engaging that. You're actually working through the range of motion you're going to be trying to access dynamically, which is really important. So starting again from the squat now, heels out, toes out, heels out, toes out. We're going to come down, going for 30 seconds, squatting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, if you want to try a little extra challenge, you can go hands off. You can go hands behind your head. If you really want to challenge that position, you can let yourself drop a little bit further into the squat as well. We got 15 more seconds. Breathe in this position, guys. I know it may be difficult. If you need to come out of it, or if you need to have something to hold on to, or even to rest your arms on your knees to allow for a little bit deeper stretch. We got 3, 2, 1, and coming back up. Coming down to the floor now. Grab your chairs, grab your parallel bars, stepping your foot back, lunging forward, stretching that back knee, and coming back down. 1, 2. It's not a big movement. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly swapping sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back up now, over to our bar, or our chair, or our couch, wherever you've placed your foot. Letting the knee drop open, leaning over to the bar. 1, and back up. 2, back up. 3, feeling the stretch through the deep rotator. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swapping to the other side. Foot onto the bar. Bending over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, guys. Take a little bit of a break, have some water, towel off. We're going to jump into a bit of an upper body mobility session, and then we're going to do our cool down. I'll see you in just a second. All right, welcome back, guys. We're going to need a couple of things: our towel, our weight. We're going to be working a little bit through the thoracic spine, getting some shoulder range of motion back, and then also developing some extension and contraction in our upper body as well. The point here is to mobilize the thoracic spine, mobilize the shoulders, and then at the very end, we'll do a cool down with a little bit of neck stretching and a nice little relax through our body to finish off. So starting out, you're going to grab your towel and you're going to take it as wide as you possibly can. This is going to open up the pectoral muscles and allow for better stretching later on for our thoracic and for our shoulders. So what you're going to do here is you're going to grab the towel as wide as you possibly can, and you're going to go up and over, and then coming back from there. We're only going to do this 5 times because it can be quite intense. Getting into that stretch through the pectoral muscles as you get to the back, and then coming back through there. If it is intense, grab a broomstick or a larger towel so that you're getting a little bit more width through that stretch. The wider your arms go, the less intense it's going to be. We've got 2 more. Up and over, nice and slow. And coming back. And then the last one, nice and slow. And then coming back. Very good, guys. Coming down to the floor. Our hands are going to go onto the ground. And we're going to do some threading of the needle. So your hands are directly beneath your shoulders, knees are directly beneath your hips. You're going to take your one arm, you're going to reach up towards the ceiling as far as you can, and you're going to bring that arm all the way through, bringing your shoulder and ear down to the floor. We're going to do that 4 more times, reaching all the way up to the ceiling, and then all the way through down to the floor. This is really good for rotational mobility in your spine. 3, 4, exhaling as you come through. And last one, 5. Of course, we have to work both sides. So you're going to swap to the other side, reaching your arm all the way up to the ceiling and all the way through down to the floor. 1. Reach through 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Coming down now to the floor. We're going to place our hands so that our forearms are on the ground, hands beneath our shoulders. And we're just going to extend up as far as we can without letting our ribs leave the ground, and then come back down. We're going to do this 5 times. Slowly coming up. Trying to go a little bit farther each time. 3rd one. 4th one. And our last one. Good. Coming up so that we can flip over onto our back. You're going to grab your weight. Placing your arm so that the elbow is directly in line with the shoulder and your shoulder is staying flat into the ground. You're going to let the weight pull your hand down towards the floor, not letting your shoulder come off the ground, and then come back up. Do this 4 times more. Slowly down. You'll find with each time the weight allows you to go a little bit deeper. Again, this should be a very light weight. It's not enough to wrench your shoulder, but just enough to develop the internal rotation of the shoulder, which we don't tend to work on very often. We've got 2 more. And last one. Good. We'll swap sides. I'll flip around so you can see. Elbow, again, fully in line with your shoulder. Head on the ground, shoulder flat against the floor. Lowering the weight down towards the ground. And then coming back up. Slowly down. And back. 3. Back. 4. And last one. 5. Very good, guys. Coming back up. Now, you have the option to go back through that again. It's up to you. You don't have to do this one multiple times, but if you do want to go through and do the upper body section one more time, go ahead and rewind the video and do that again. I'm going to take you through a little bit of a cool down now, where we go into a child's pose and we allow our body to relax. And then we're just going to work a little bit of neck mobility very gently to finish off the session. So coming onto our knees, we're going to sit back onto our heels and we're going to reach our hands forward. In this child's pose, you want your forehead to touch the floor and you're going to reach the palms of your hands as far forward as possible by using your fingers to pull your arms forward. From there, you want to press down in the palm of the hand so that you're getting a stretch through your lats and through your thoracic spine. Allow your lats to push down and then release. Push down and then release. Push down, release. 3, 4, 5, and then slowly walking our hands back, placing our palms up towards the ceiling, and just resting for 10 seconds. Breathe deeply. Slowly coming up. We're going to turn our hands so that our palms face the floor, placing them into the ground, and then pulling away from our hands, sitting back onto our heels. This is going to stretch through the forearm. We're going to hold this for 10 seconds. Again, just breathing through this little bit of static stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turning the hands over now so that our wrists are facing towards the ground. And again, pulling back away from that, stretching out through the tops of the forearms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sitting down now into a cross-leg position. You're going to reach one hand over the top of your head, grabbing your ear, and pull your head over towards your arm. Just gradually drop your head down towards your chest, placing the hand onto the top of your head and stretching out through the back of the trapezius. Release the arm, swap to the other side, grabbing the ear, pulling over towards the side, shifting your hand behind your head, pulling your chin down towards your chest, stretching out through the trapezius. Reaching the arm over, placing your palms onto your knees. You're going to close your eyes and we're going to take 5 deep breaths, 5 counts in and 5 counts out. Going in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take 2 fast, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Fast breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. 3 more times. Slowly opening your eyes, feeling awesome about the work you've just done. I hope you've enjoyed this mobility and flexibility session. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite part was, and I can't wait to see you on the next workout. Remember to practice for many years.